Certainly, I mean, who wouldn't be when you have a situation like that? By that time, I think she realized at that time that that was more of a bullet than it was a great. She was, it looked different. A little while ago before I died, I saw this lady walking that watched it. I said, why not? Moving quickly until someone's grabbing the bicycle by his coat, picking up all in this might be Mr. President. 20 seconds to get you out. It looked beyond the whole point you were down. What was happening? Well, there was a little bit more. I wanted to see what was happening. I wanted to make an event for him. I wanted to see what was going on. I mean, what was normal noise from a ballroom? 100. I don't know for life. I don't think that's what area. Probably. Wait, wait, I'm telling you. What happened? I started walking with them. I turned. I started walking. And I was on the floor. So I went down also, but we were go down by. I was walking. I'm going to. Any comments, y'all? While he's describing where. Whoever he is, he'll figure it out. I think we're already a lot of problems. Attacking the Constitution. This was a record center, and this was a very big, the center had some problems for the last 9 years, and now I don't really camaraderie. I wasn't sure what the response was. A lot of press, a lot of media. When I walked in, I got a very nice, of course, I would be directed. Told my wife, I said, I may walk in. Well, I walked in, let's see what happens. And I walked in with that very nice, uh, somebody that's a lot of like, like border, and it's like an open border. We have a lot of different. It was camaraderie. Like women, who called that one the party. Pretty much the Republicans are on my side, so not that, but which well, whatever we said, fine. It seems like the president, not the press, it's the press, but the Democrats, because they're almost one and the same. It's like they should have longest border we've ever had. To our country, to our southern border, we have a very tough border. It's like 1.5 million, 25 people coming. Well, people were coming to Cleveland. Yeah. I want the women. The women don't want sports. And for whatever reason, the other side like women's sports. So when you say get along, borders, we want open borders. There's such a one of those what happened last night. Um, one yard to the left, the property in this country, probably one of the safest of land in the world. We have certainly the White House. It says the White House correspondence. The White House press. I'm sure that it's available. You know, it's up to the president, but that would be available. There's bulletproof glass. This says, you know, this is the height of security. Also, very importantly, I think those scopes on top of a lot of things that I said, no, no, we have to where this where we'll stay off property. One's very impactful, very strong, very powerful. Right? There's no this has all sorts of level that you can never have in a regular ballroom. We're right on budget and a schedule. We're one data schedule, but no control. So that, right. But why the military and exactly why that all law enforcement wanted because hotel rooms above the ballroom we were in last night, and I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying problems like this. They have an elevator that comes down from the room to the ballroom. So we're doing something that hold on. I don't know why it stopped. Back on solving this book. So I figured out. See the gunman run through the hole. One around rather incredible. Actually, it was like a blur. Oh, the blur was running to the security. I will say, they say it was law enforcement. And they said he ran 45 yards, they say, and he just went to it, and then boom, popped through it. I would say this, having the building maybe is better than having it on the inside of the building. Sometimes it's tough, sometimes it's horrendous weather, sometimes it's pouring, it's raining, it's lots of things happen, but maybe the weather was beautiful. I can only say that from the moment they realized that he was, I mean, he ran like I think the NFL should sign him up. He was fast. If you look at it, it's a blur. But it was still a mistake for that. You see them doing their guys, they were so perfect. And then they took him down immediately. The room was sealed, all of the stuff where the people were. and they really put on mute. Any comments, y'all? Just talking about what happened. I just want to get to the good part. Me too. Yeah, this just like the number of Lord, life. A perfect situation, but sometimes things will happen. In one way, I guess I should be hiding, and another way, I want to see if I can be helpful. But I did watch because I could see what was going on at the door. I also saw a lot of very strong, physically strong, law enforcement people come through the doors. So very safe. Very safe. Nobody injured by them. And this was at the very back of the ball, looking at the back of the ball. Big assault team. Yeah, they were very impressive. I think they were very impressive. The whole operation was very impressive. The only thing you could say is to move that captive point out, in other words, move it to the outside of the building. The Secret Service, the FBI briefed you this suspect called Thomas Allen. Senior U.S. official is describing to us as a manifesto. You know the family members. I think the sister may have called the police. The parents were rather devastated. He lived with the parents. I saw the parents last night on television opening the door. I assume that was his parents. It's amazing. Some of they're very strict, but they're also in some cases very smart. He went to grade school. I can tell you the person who looked at his academic credentials. He had almost 1,600 in his college boards. It is the upper thing, and he was the law enforcement. If they didn't, I wouldn't be here. But I said, also move their really clipping further away. Like a lot of rights. Now, when a guy's running at that school, he was a very fast person. But that didn't matter because he was subdued very shortly after the death at one point. The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. He also wrote this, I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile rapist later to quote my hand. Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible. From the big person. Well, that has nothing to do with it. Only exonerated your friends on the other side of the plane, the ones that were involved with or other things. But I said to myself, I'll do this interview and they'll probably I read the manifesto. But all right, yeah. Sorry. So a lot of webinar that's coming those things. Like, you're a disgrace. But go ahead, let's finish it. Okay. The other thing that you wrote, the other thing that's it. Disgraceful. You don't want you to report the news, bro. Ooh, he said you're disgraceful. You shouldn't read that. That was my favorite part of the interview. Because he got out of country. Why would you read that?
Good morning, Patty. Good morning, First Lady. Can I pose
Good
the question
day.
before this goes too far?
Mm-hmm.
For a man who just went through, let's say, a traumatic experience, didn't he seem extremely on message and not rattled at all?
Mm.
Like I've been in places where shit got hectic extremely fast. For a man in his age to know every detail, not alone with the acts of everybody in the room, scanning the whole room, knowing what facial features look like, to the fact that he even understood and knew everything about the assailant, like the man already, like the day after, and was able to ramble it off in the front of an interview. Isn't that a little outrageous to anybody else?
I don't think so.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't want to be the well. I'm gonna say that I don't believe that it was a true attempt on his life. I feel like all this was staged for not only ratings, but as he stated, for the need of his ballroom, which he kept getting stalemated. But I mean, if anybody else wants to believe it, I mean, I give everybody their own agency to believe what they want to believe. But just coming from a traumatic space the night before, literally the night before, and actually doing an interview the night before, also, he seemed extremely calm for a person who he says has had 3 attempts on his life.
But, so I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. What we see on TV is the actual attempts, but there's other attempts that are reported that we may not know as the public. After a while, if you're put in a situation, I think you might have your blinders on, and because it didn't happen, I don't know. I'm not gonna.
I'm from Baltimore. People get the temps on their life all the time and talk about it like that. The boy didn't even get in.
Right.
What's going on? What the hell was that?
It doesn't seem normal for you, maybe.
Exactly.
Like even for like, if I talk about like, and it's not funny for the civilian population, but like if I talk of but like, if you've been in certain situations where you're constantly incoming or mortars, you're like, fuck, it's another day in life. For him, it may be another day in life. He's been the president twice, and he's done controversial things. And those briefs that he get, his intel briefs, probably says, "Oh, there's someone." We don't even know how many attempts on his life have been someone. Right. Like they've stopped. So like it becomes like your life after a while. You don't care. Like you care if something happens, the moments things happen, you may have a raced heart, but after it's done, you're like, fuck, I survived, you know? So who cares? Like it sounds stupid and it sounds like something else, but I'm just taken from my own anecdotal experience. I don't care. Like if it would have been me, I'd be like, bro, okay, it was another one. Anybody else want to comment?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just no, no. I'll keep that to myself.
No, go ahead, brother.
No, I was just thinking, like, you know, in terms of like the scale of things. I mean, you've had during Obama. There was a man who climbed the fucking fence of the White House, went through the
Right.
front door with the knife, and walked around that bitch like it was an empty house. Um, like there was like
And they happen to be on vacation at the time.
right. They had another incident where somebody shot at the White House,
And they were on vacation at the time. Again.
and so it's just um. I mean, I'm not saying that it's not a traumatic experience for those who are involved. Um, but I do, but do I think that you know, yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I think it's responsible if we're in a situation all the time. Even with the Obama administration, us talking about the publicized ones, which I think it was six at the time. Half of y'all didn't even know about the six that was printed on paper or even came up on the news. You know that he had more than six, bro. Like he probably had he had people fucking threatening him probably every day that he was in the fucking White House. After a time, it becomes normalcy for you, and this is his normal. Like, so him talking about, I don't. Now, if people would have overreacted, I'd be like, bro, you're not like that dude. Like, a lot of people can't stand you, and obviously, you really haven't been paying attention to your intel briefs. Fucking like, bugging. Like he's done a lot of shit. So I don't know. I don't. I think it's okay for him to be just normal. When it happens, yeah, it fucks you up. But as soon as it's over with, you're like, fuck, it, back to business.
And Patty, I truly agree with that. But that's why I studied about the actual press conference right after it. Also, he was extremely calm at that press conference too.
And that's okay. We don't know what.
I'm saying to me that was odd, especially for a person who's felt that he had his attempts on his life prior to. Again, this is an 80-year-old man. So if he had a many experiences of possible life threatening events, fine. I get it. But from my perspective, and actually being in those situations where shit gets real fast, 45 minutes to an hour, I'm still kind of under the umbrella of this shit. Wow. And I'm not Donald Trump, so different people. But I could only imagine what, like, I watched the news when all the reporters were speaking on it. Everybody was rattled, like every single.
Yeah, but that's not their normal life. It's his now. That's his new reality.
But also, you have to remember, Chris. I know you might finish, but he was so pumped up to try to keep it going. He didn't focus on that even happening. The fact that, oh, you got him, he's out of here, keep it moving. Like he's on, let's go, let's go, let's go. I do know people who are very agile and who had this mentality of, I can't let this stop me kind of thing. That's their mindset. And anything that gets in between it, they don't care. As long as it was wiped out, I'm moving forward. So that's just how some people think. I know, some people might be rattled, but for him, I just don't see that being his personality.
Yeah, I don't know.
I agree. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say it's important for the president to show power and not be afraid. So sometimes I might be afraid in a situation, but I'm not going to let other people see me react. I'm going to try to be cool, calm, and collected. So we really don't know like the inner workings of how he truly feels.
Right, and I'm done with Dan.
No, I didn't see. No, I didn't see the dude.
Y'all entertain the strangest comments. Like people respond differently. Like what's going on? Like, I mean, there was a dude. Well, I usually expose how dumb they are, but yours, the exposure just happened when you started speaking from the beginning. So
I appreciate you believing.
So yeah, I don't understand why I wasn't responding to you at all with your dumbass comment. There was a dude who was sitting there. He was like 80-something years old. That was it. It's me, pussy. You wondering why?
Oh, no, keep going. Keep going.
Hold on. I'm the pussy, but you're worried. Why didn't he cry? He seems so calm. For me, I would have been shook up, but I'm the pussy. Got you.
Yeah, but you know what? Most people would be shook up, but he has these threats on his life. I don't know daily. I have no idea.
Where'd he go?
I ain't touch him. I don't be touching bodies unless you talking to my people. But
nobody touched anybody for 15 minutes.
I'm the pussy, but he's wondering why the president of the United States, who's an 80-year-old dude who got shot at before, isn't crying. Because he said if it happened to him, he would be just, oh, how could he be so calm after? Didn't y'all just hear that 5 minutes ago?
Yeah.
I'm the pussy. So this now he's Mr. Tough Guy. But his whole comment was, why wasn't Donald Trump? Anyway, there was who didn't move at all. Obama hair been direct. I'm getting every drop on the power. And y'all sit there and like Donald Trump had no.
I mean, even if he had no leadership, I think after a while it becomes their norm. This is the second administration. Y'all can't really believe that he isn't getting raped that someone wants to kill you. Or we stop something that, yeah, like, come on, bro.
He's from the Bronx.
Come on, bro.
Everybody doesn't quaver the way Chris wants them to quaver. You don't have to be president to have gotten a bunch of briefs and not be upset. All you have to do is go to North Philly. It's just regular every day. Like, what's going on? And that was so stupid. But I'm the pussy. That was the dumbest comment of the day.
Hello?
And it will remain the dumbest
You
comment.
are a pussy, though. It was accurate.
He was so calm the next day on 60 Minutes. I mean, he'd be crying and his orange makeup will be melting into a creamsicle pattern on his face. I mean, I love creamsicle candies, the hard candies.
Like what? Hello?
Dumb comment. People every day be, as y'all like to say, he's a grown man. The dude didn't even get into the ballroom. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I'm looking down to the opposite.
I thought I heard somebody purring. Older. Never mind, I can't even be brother. But yeah, that's probably embarrassing. But yeah, I'm not gonna say it's dumb because I'm gonna say that a normal citizen in the U.S. would be shook. But yeah, I think most.
But Patty, when his ear got nipped, he raised the fist.
Yeah, but he's used to he got saved and he made it through that moment. Even I think that was an accident. Him trying to get up. I don't think he raised his fist as in free the people or some type of shit. I think that was just a picture that was taken and his hand happened to be clenched. I think it was on those free the people like it was a good photo. A good photo. Anybody look at that photo? It looks nice. It looks great. And then him getting
they lowered the flag just in time to get to the frame. Yeah, there's a good photo. It's almost as if it was staged.
right. That's a photo, bro.
Yeah. And then he ended up getting just enough. And then he ended up getting just enough votes to 200,000 he needed to win. It's amazing. But anyway, y'all let the y'all maybe it's a maybe
We just had fun. You had fun. You played with your meat, and that's the same thing that we're doing. Okay, so
y'all was taking this seriously. I'll tell you.
I ain't
Y'all was taking it seriously.
taking it seriously. We actually
definitely did. But no, I came off mute when TT was like, well, if you think about it, she was very much taking his dumb comment seriously. Very much so. TT doesn't play with me. She's a niggatarian.
add it to the books.
She's a shoe.
Hey, with that photo, y'all seen when they moved the photographers back in front of the stage after the shot, right?
Yeah, but the dude that actually took that good photo is like a staunch Democrat. He's a shill too. So it's like he was like the possibility that it was glass. It wasn't. He was that guy. So he was a shill too. He just happened to take that really good photo and happened to be up front. So y'all, let's.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that shit just looked it looked completely staged. Just like Dan said, they just so happened to lower the flag in time, and then, I mean, even just like their reaction, like, I don't know, it just seems abnormal for a Secret Service to go and allow him to pop his head back up after he allegedly just got shot at. I would think that typically in those situations they cover him to the fullest.
Yeah. Honestly, you've been in situations after a while, it just become your normal. While the situation's happening, yeah, your heart may beat, but if you make it, you don't give a fuck after that. You're like, just another day. Just another day. Yeah, that it. That's it. And I think it's okay for a normal American to be like, he's not reacting. Because maybe they're not in those situations. Maybe they live in ice cream and it's okay. A lot of people do live in ice.
That guy old as hell. He don't care no more. I'm taking his point seriously. First lady just yelled at me, said y'all was playing with the meat. You actually are taking Chris's point seriously. What did Chris expect him to do? So he's president. He's given an interview. What did Chris expect? Chris expected what? Him to be, oh, I was there and the guy was outside the room and I didn't hear any of the gunshots and there was a trick. But now thinking about it in retrospect, someone just give me a cup of milk because I'm going to make a milkshake all day. My hands are shaking. He's a man.
It's not about him being a man because women are like that too.
Well, I mean, he's an adult, is what I'm saying. Like, he's an adult. Like, he's not a child.
Right.
And he's old. I mean, I know I may be president, but I'm going to do an interview, and I can't control. Like, what did Chris expect? Doesn't even make any sense. It was the next day. That's true.
We brought the date of as well.
Right. Maybe thinking because he's not black that maybe he thinks that other races act like that.
White people are violent too.
I know, but maybe that was just the way he's thinking. I can't think for him.
Trap.
I'm not in a trap.
So you were taking him seriously. You fell right for it. Y'all weren't playing with me.
No,
Y'all take
listen.
the dumbest comment seriously.
Listen, sir. I'm talking and responding to you regarding how he may have been thinking. I don't know what he was thinking, but I didn't, you know, I, it wasn't a serious conversation. We can keep it moving. We're not going to argue about it.
Well, let me tell you the point.
Yeah.
The point was because he had laid it out in the chat. He was trying to make a conspiracy theory that Trump had a script he had already memorized, and he was saying the script. That's what he was actually getting at. He actually wasn't talking about whether or not Trump was scared. His point was because he'd been saying it in the chat, and then he tried to come up and act like he was just asking questions, and maybe we could work our way to my revelation, Black Muse style. So let me just start eating off mute. I could really be Black Muse. He was trying to say. He actually was trying to say that Trump had it memorized and the interview was staged and everything after was staged. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Stay woke.
We really don't.
Well, that's what we have you to. Thank you for staying woke. Cash App is meant.
No, it's not Cash App. That's how y'all end up with the dudes you end up with because you can't shit. Huh? And you taking these rusty dusties too seriously. Huh? Trump has never memorized things. What's going on? You're scared for the name pie or Cheerios? What? Cheerios. Cheerios? I never heard honey nut. Let's original honey nut. What are the Cheerios? I know you could do it. I know you could do it, man. I only know two. What are the other ones? Oh damn! Somebody said apple and frosted. Oh shit! That's a good ass
You said Cheerios?
That's a Cheerios flavor. Apple frosted.
So they actually came out with Cheerios, and those are like cookies and cream, strawberry, and one more flavor.
Yeah, I don't eat Cheerios. Sorry.
I love the honey nut Cheerios are good.
I don't eat Cheerios.
And I can eat it with
why are we talking about this? I thought we were. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why. I got an Asian mom who grew up on granola. You can eat granola. My mom doesn't like Cheerios. She doesn't like cereal. Period. She doesn't like sugar.
I like granola.
Well, why am I? He didn't ask you all that. Why am I? I don't eat cereals. You know what? I swear on everything I love, I've never ate cereal growing up at all. Even with my daughter, she only eats granola. So we eat cereal. That's not a cereal, Patty. Did you? So we eat granola, and since I've been a kid, we've always made smoothies. No Fruit Loops. That's not no good. Fruit Loops. He didn't ask what cereal. I joke about it. I even took a picture of my refrigerator. I have freaking to go protein shakes. I do Premier. I buy the big packs from freaking Costco, and I drink my protein shake on my way to work.
And this is how we forget the original question. And this is the human experience and the chaos as well.
I don't eat cereal, bro. You said.
No, I like it. I like how you see how we are. We build on something, and now it's something
I don't
else.
eat cereal. I protein drink.
I like that.
I want to be protein in the morning.
Hey, name 5 planets.
Oh, we can name 5 planets. That's easy.
Go ahead, name 5 planets.
Venus, Earth, Mars.
You know where I'm from, Jupiter, nigga.
Right. So you name 5 planets. Have you been on all 5 of them?
No, but I don't. If I actually I'd be like, oops, I'm not getting nothing from over here. If you notice, the granola is right on the very end of the cereal aisle, so I don't have to go down. And I will say this: I do eat the Jewish cereal. They call it "quote unquote" Jewish cereal, but it's more like a granola, so I'll buy that as well.
You want? Tell you what to do with cereal.
What is kashi? I buy kashi.
That's Jewish.
I could take pictures. I got 5 boxes of kashi in here, and I need to throw away 3 of them. So
wait, is that Jewish? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a Jewish type cereal. So like, if I don't have access to halal or whatever, sometimes I do.
Kashi's an Indian word.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's actually a Jewish cereal.
Oh, okay. So it was appropriated by the Jews. All right, I got it. I got it.
Oh wow. Oh wow.
See, that's interesting. You see how you start your day with your daily breakfast. Now we know Pat eat no fucking Cheerios, man.
I definitely don't.
But you know 5 Cheerios.
And it was too sugary, so I'm not eating that sugar.
How you turn out to be so sweet? Besides, that was just childish banter. I have a girlfriend, and then I'm into flirt. Guys, take notes.
Yeah, not too much on Patty. Thank you. How did we get here?
Do you know? Matter of fact, do you know 5 Cheerios?
You know why? You know why is how we got here.
Right. So, what's the next conversation? Y'all really didn't want to listen to 60 Minutes?
Yeah, I have a conversation.
Okay, go ahead.
Do crack in the morning. Do you all pipe? How do y'all crack?
Ain't nobody doing no crack.
I ain't putting. If it got smoke on it, you ain't got to worry about Patty trying it.
Oh, so you just eat it?
I'd probably eat it on accident, but no. I don't do drugs. I never did drugs. One thing I can say in my life, I've never fucking touched drugs, even as a teenager.
Word? What is drugs?
I've never even smoked marijuana in my life. I had to do my darn lie detector test. And even the lie detector guy was like joking about, you never inhaled? And I was like, no. Like, I was like, I don't fuck with drugs. Even when I was a kid, if people did marijuana, I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go home. Like, my parents were really strict about that shit, and I didn't want that shit smelly on my clothes. And then I have nappy hair. I've always had natural hair. So, nappy hair, that shit'll hold on to the smell, and I get a beating for that.
Shout out to the kinky hair. Shout out to kinky hair.
So is the Dow down or is it going up? What's going on? Anybody know? Stocks?
Ban would be.
It's even. It's even. Yeah, it's even. So
it's even.
We're all still poor. Yes.
I'm not poor. I don't claim that.
I'm gonna pour myself a drink. Is everybody okay?
No.
No, 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 no. I'm not okay. No, I'm not. And why would I be the one asking anyway? Well, that's a good sign that you're asking, checking on us. That might change things around to do a wellness check. Thank you. No, I'm not.
Well, there's a potential merger between United Airlines and fucking American.
Oh, merger. Oh, shit. I don't feel about that.
Me either. Especially story going into bankruptcy. Fucking United. It was a United American and Delta. United American. Like this shit is.
I flew Delta before. It was all right, but I never flew United. Flown. Sorry, I don't know if I said it wrong. Don't worry. The grammatics really don't matter in that instant. Nobody's gonna trip off of that. They merge all the time. We're not gonna miss American Airlines or United, right? Nobody in this room.
Yeah. Because that's one of.
Yes. Wait, you guys like the United? It's monopolization. Our concern is monopolization. Right. I don't know if you realize.
And to be honest, with y'all, United is the only one that actually still serves real meals. Yeah, so like if you take a Delta or American and your flight is less than so many hours, they just give you fucking peanuts and cookies and ice cream. Whereas American still serves a meal. So
It's a real big bullshit though for you. It ain't world class.
they're still giving meals though. They're the only one that gives meals. So they unite. What happens then? They merge. What happens? Get rid of the meal. I like when they give me United.
What do you care about the meal, Patty?
Because
we're sitting at the airport for sometimes hours with a million restaurants and little, stores that we can grab food. And unless you're talking about a flight that's like international or over 4 hours, like who cares? Get the bag of pretzels. Get the bag of pretzels. Worry about the time and the flights being on time and not less options as far as. Yeah, because they also have hubs. Like New Jersey is a United hub, and so you can fly a lot out of there. And then Atlanta has Delta and all that.
And Dallas has American.
PWA, don't you board the plane first anyway? Well, I board the plane first.
Yeah, he does. He's military.
No, you're trying to say I'm retarded. So no, you know what's funny though? Just how you know I've grown because the word retarded did cross my mind, but that was just an intrusive thought, and I went with reality. You're military. That's what I meant. I don't wear a uniform. I'm not a uniform military. I'm not in the military anymore. I'm not active duty, brother.
Yeah, but they still let retirees. United does the retirees and United does both. That's why I'm like, United still has the old school thing, whereas Delta and American doesn't. And then another thing United does, if you're military and you're traveling in uniform, they automatically grade your seat to first class. If you, and then even if you're not in uniform, they have additional seats that haven't been purchased. They automatically do military.
Damn, that's hard. I don't fuck with that.
Oh, I do. I do all the.
I'm saying when I was in the military and I was younger, yeah.
I done got I'm okay with upgrading my seat. And I'm
So I'm not talking about boarding first and all that shit he was saying. Oh, so you just don't. I'm being attentive to myself. I wish I liked to fly. I just lost the desire to fly, and it's really bad because I do like. You fly every fucking day at 2:00. And you're fucking sky high.
Y'all need to take Delta. Delta one. If y'all take Delta, you get the leather bag instead of the little flimsy ass bag they give you in first class. They give you a leather one. Your eye protection is leather. It's nice. I think the only other person that's talked about it with me has been Spirit. Spirit, you took it right.
Oh, Delta One?
Yeah.
Oh, couple. Let me tell you,
a couple times, and it's fantastic. By the way, you can get a good deal of miles with Delta One if you do it right. That's what I did. That and the JetBlue Mint is quite lovely.
Done JetBlue. Yeah, I tried Spirit, and that's because somebody else bought it.
Hey, how you doing?
My homegirls bought a whole bunch of first class tickets for Spirit because they were cheap, and that is the worst class experience ever.
Are they going out of business?
I think it was Spirit. What is it?
They're like
Yeah,
that.
Or they, I think with Spirit, you get two seats. That's what they call first class. You get
two seats. Yeah, that's funny.
yeah, it's like two seats in the front. It's stupid.
Yeah, Patty, I'm more concerned with USO when I go to the airport. If I'm gonna be there for a minute, then that's what's important. What is that? I'm ignorant. It's for military. It's like
USO is their ghetto ass American Express Lounge.
Nah,
but
yo, come on, yo, they got free.
More, I will say this: USO has more than the American Express Lounge. I'm gonna be honest.
Come on, Patty. There's free food. There's video games if you need to shower and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can see.
It's not high class, but yeah. You got video games before your flight. That's tough.
Yeah,
I'm saying because if you're stranded, bro, or if you're traveling for them, it's taking like a while to travel. It could take days to where you're going to. If you're with your family, you just jump in.
They'll wake you up right. You tell them what time the person in front, what time your flight's supposed to leave. They'll wake you up. Yeah, I've used the USO lounge before.
Wake you up,
Speaking of flights, did they decide whether they're going to bail out Spirit?
I think they are. Let me look it up, y'all, because I'm just saying.
On one condition, they get to airline.
They should. Oh, I guess because people need to ride Spirit.